stage is set. The lights begin to glow. Get ready, my friends. It's time for the show. We're streaming live across the Twitch TV land, talking about ashes of creation. We have it all planned. Verra's calling. Through the divine portal we'll soar. Together we'll conquer like never before. Welcome to the inner shadows, where legends are made. A Twitch TV stream where we never fade. As the night embraces and the excitement grows, join us on this journey as the story unfolds.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Happy Friday, here we go. Another day in Verra. I am out there just kind of chilling and gathering today. Hope everybody can hear me well. I'm just enjoying crafting and gathering again. The new processing changes have really uplifted my spirits and made me want to get out here and do more gathering. Now, granted, I'm not happy with the kind of gathering I'm doing right now because I don't like the changes that they made. I really enjoyed exploring the world more, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and gather and work on my stuff, make a little bit of money, and yeah. But I hope everyone's having a great Friday, and hopefully you're getting ready to enjoy the weekend. So let's kind of see what we get here. But I'm just gonna save my voice. If you guys got something to talk about, go ahead and hit me up. Chat, I'll be happy to discuss it with you. Other than that, just enjoy the stream, sit back and chill. See what kind of goodies I can come up with today while I fight these damn mushrooms. Hate these mushrooms. These mushrooms have to be the worst thing ever invented by a game developer. They attack you, they turn you around, then they kill you with poison or kill your pet with poison, even worse. And yeah, it's so bad I have to throw a protective shield over my pet just so he doesn't die. Now look at this. How come? Starting off early with the shittery. Who is this guy? You motherfucker. Hey, what's up, Pockets? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I hate those stupid little mushrooms. I'm about to flag up on this guy. How you doing today, Pockets? You doing good? Can't do that. Hopefully we don't have any more issues today. Yesterday, some of the cloud services or something, I guess I was told, were having trouble, so my YouTube wasn't uploading. It's kind of frustrating. Boy, did you see Zybak's video? Man, oh man, that is some, yeah, that's some, I don't want to really talk about other people on the stream, but my goodness, if that's true, that's just not cool. Not cool at all. Here, bud. Sounds good. Appreciate the lurk. Usually with the stuff that I gather, I don't usually keep it unless somebody specifically is asking for it. Usually heroic and below, I usually just sell it. Especially when I got a whole whopping 2 gold money right now. I definitely am looking to sell it. Oh, I didn't even watch an ISIS yet. I didn't even see that one. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of them. I'm not going to jump on the train and do that, but yeah. You know, I normally really hate the winter, but I gotta admit, it's kind of nice for gathering. What is with these mushrooms? Come on, man. Really? Look, I am so tired of these level 10 mobs. Look, I get nothing for them. Nothing. All they do is kill your mount, annoy you, let other people get your shit because they knock you off the node. And yeah, you get nothing for them. If I don't get anything from killing a mob, why is it attacking me? It should be gray. It should like see that I'm higher level and run the fuck away. Drives me nuts. Do not waste my time with these things. That's exactly what it does. Oh, let's waste more peons' time. We're gonna have them get hit by these worthless little mushrooms that give you absolutely nothing. Ooh, willow. Ooh, shiny. What do? They go right after your mount and start attacking your mount. So you have no choice but to try to defend your mount, come off the node. It's a very high level of annoying. They can't kill me, but they certainly can kill my mount. My mount's only got, I think, like 700 health or something. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Drop off and sell some of this stuff already. A lot of stuff out here. Ooh, got some coal. Crappy coal, but coal nonetheless. I think I have any keepers here. We'll keep a little bit of coal here. Keep the willow. And we are going to sell the rest. Let's see if anybody's buying any of this stuff. It's all different prices. It's all over the place. More of a hassle. You know, I'm not a big fan of the new market. It's not new. It's been this way for a while. The marketplace and the listing prices and stuff like that. You know, it was okay when it was 7 days, but I'm not a big fan of the 3-day because the listing prices haven't seemed to have changed. They're pretty much the same. So I just think it's too penalizing to put stuff up on the market. You know, I don't see much of a point in it. You gotta hope that somebody is looking for that item. You can broadcast it in global, try to direct them there, but that's kind of a pain in the ass. I think they should give us options to do, because if we have something that should be a hot seller, I'd rather put it up for, like, take a chance, put it up for 1 day and pay a much less listing fee than have a universal listing fee and only be able to go for 7 days or 3 days. I hate the whole 3-day thing. Because a lot of my shit, it just doesn't sell, and I usually price it to sell. A lot of people farming shit right now. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Hope your day is doing well. Maybe you're getting ready to start your Friday and your weekend. I hope you are. They did a good job on the way the mining stuff looks. I mean, it looks good. The artwork's really good. Give them that. If you guys haven't checked out the new processing changes, make sure you check them out, because now you can put in whatever amount that you have. It even auto detects it in some cases, which makes life a whole lot easier. If you haven't checked out underwater, I challenge you to go out to the tropics, say, and go look around. Get an underwater mount and just go look around. More cool. Very impressive looking. They changed something with the field of view or whatever, and you can see everything. You'll be able to see people attacking you, you know, coming in from a long distance away. You should be able to see ships skirting across the top. Oh, are you? Come on. Hey, how you doing, Tech? Hey, Tecton, what's going on, buddy? Or Tecton, how you doing? I'm doing well, bud. Just getting attacked by these fucking mushrooms. No, no, brute, no! Ah, see? 10 minutes. Thank you very much, mushrooms. God, they are useless. That's horrible. Now I gotta fucking cruise around in this bullshit little horse. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, you're playing a mage? Nice. What level is the ranger now? Yeah, it's a lot hard. I decided I think I'm just gonna keep working on making my tank better. I might dick around a little bit with a lower character, but I don't really want to grind right now, especially now with the wipe confirmed. I just don't. I don't know. I don't want to. 225s is enough. I have enough stuff to do. I really want to kind of delve into more of the crafting, even as brutal as the crafting is right now. I kind of want to delve into it and see if it's something that I like. You know, I'm working on getting armor smithing to apprentice, which is a bear. Because pretty much every piece cost like 18 pieces of zinc. But yeah, so it is what it is. Yeah, pop up right next to me. Hello, Lumidon. Now, if you didn't know, or if anybody didn't know that, you know, the tier 3 stuff that you sell is, you can make some pretty good money just by selling it to the vendor. You can low cut it, I guess, on the auction house, but of course you got to pay that listing fee, and there's quite a bit of it up there. So I usually kind of go with the thing of, I keep usually anything heroic and above, sometimes epic and above, depending on what it is. And then I just sell the rest of it to the vendor. You'll see when I get back to the vendor, you make like 30, 40 silver just for selling this stuff. So keep that in mind. It's much quicker. It's maybe not the most efficient way to make money, but it is making money. Yeah, no, exactly. You definitely want to test and decide which one's for you. The mage is pretty good. I mean, ooh, look at that, 3 blue iron. I like that. The mage is pretty good. They got good single target damage. They got good group. They're good in every PvP scenario. Definitely formidable. I mean, you have to be careful with the mage one-on-one even because, you know, they get a crit on you or two and they just blow you the fuck up. So you have to be very careful with them. And of course, group play, that's where they really shine. How about you try a tank, Tecton, and then you can go ahead and tank for our static group, and then I'll do something else. How about that? Try a tank. Tanks are pretty fun. Got one little piece of coal throwing a wrench into plans here. Here we go. Ooh, Rubidium. See, look at it. Look at how hard that Rubidium is to see. I didn't even see that. It's just sitting there under the snow. You'd never even know it was there. I'm glad to have you back in town. I missed you when you were gone. Are a lot of people fading out of Dune right now? I've been seeing a lot of people start to come back. Hey, Miss Jordan, how you doing? What's going on? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Of course, you're probably saying the same about me. But I've been streaming for the last 2 weeks or so, something like that. Since I've been off for the summer. A lot of stuff going on in the world. We got the DA drama. Got Iran attacking, or Israel attacking Iran, and then likewise they're attacking them back. It's just a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. Why can't we just all get along? Get a big hug. What do you guys think of the new processing changes? Have you tried them out yet? Because I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. It makes processing so much better now. That was 125% improvement compared to what they had. Oh man, this slow horse is killing me. Killing me. Of course. Come on, mushrooms. Come on, mushrooms. Really? Oh, the braid went in there. No! No! You did a bit of copper and zinc earlier. Felt great. Yeah. Can I ask you a question, Vale? Where were you doing it at? Where were you getting the... If you guys... First of all, if you haven't gone into the water, let's say the tropics, you're missing out. Ooh, shiny. Go get a shoal skipper or a tide warden and go into the water. You are going to love it. Yes, you will get PvP flagged when you get in there, but there's hardly anybody out there. I farm out there all the time. I think I've run into one person. What? Not enough inventory space. Oh! 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 Hello! Lego! Let go my ego. There's Lego. Ha 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 ha! Yes! Any more over here? Make sure there's not more hanging around here. Yeah, go into... So what I was saying was go into the water and check it out. Because you will find lots of zinc and lots of copper in there. And some other stuff. But mostly zinc and copper out in the tropics. You do smelting in Mirrorlith? Yeah, I kind of do my smelting all over the place. When they get a journeyman smelter, I'll go out to Mirrorlith. But right now, I am... Where is... My girl's right here in Halsey, because I can do 10 out here in Halsey. She's a journeyman... Well, a journeyman without the tag. She's level 20 or 21 metalworking. Oh, that Lego Willow felt good, man. That felt good. I have not had much luck with Willows this round. So, anytime I get a Lego one, I get all warm and fuzzy inside. Bank this sucker on my slow-ass mount. Anyone got any big plans tonight? Y'all just kind of hanging out? You guys, are you playing other games? Are you playing this? Have you guys checked out Chrono Odyssey? What are your thoughts on that? Just in general. What are you guys thinking? I hate this town layout. Am I the only one that gets confused as hell by this layout? Like this way. I like the tropics layout of Seahook. I'm a citizen of Seahook, and I really, really like that layout. I guess I just have to try to get used to this one. All right, let's look into the vault, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's put our Lego. Yeah, Weeping Willow baby. Woo boy. Okay, so we got a heroic Lumadon. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep the coal because that's a smart thing to do. And it looks like, yeah, everything else we're gonna sell. Alright, so take a look at the prices of this stuff when I sell it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You can make some pretty good money off of this stuff. So right now I got 3 gold and 6 silver. Earlier today, I just had 6 silver. And with a few hours of grinding, so I'm going to get 6 silver for that, 1 silver for that, 15 silver for the Lumadon, 10 silver for that, 5 for the Halsey, 18 for that Lumadon, 7 there, 4 there, 44 silver for the blue Wordstone, and then 4 silver right there. So I'm already back over 4 gold, so I'm good to go. Oh, balls. It's nighttime in the winter. Fun, fun, fun. You've just been trying to harvest materials and upgrade journeyman picks. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I have 225s. This guy, I'm going mining, journeyman mining. He's also doing lumberjacking, armor smithing, and hunting. Loot and Scoot is, he has journeyman, journeyman axe. He's an apprentice carpenter, and he's a journeyman lumber miller. And he also is an apprentice herbalist. Nighttime, and I should bring him out here so I can find bluebells and moonbells, but oh man, this stuff's so much harder to see now. Oh man, this stuff's so much harder to see now. Let's see, is my scorpion? He's alive! He's alive! He's a real boy! Alright. Yes. I like the gathering. I don't like the change that they made about, like, having a lot of the materials around the node cork. I mean, I like materials around the node cork. I just don't like this much of them. Like, tier 1 stuff, okay. I could see a little bit of tier 2 stuff, but this, it takes away the exploration around the world. And isn't that what we're supposed to do? Isn't that where we're supposed to be rewarded? Is going around the world and looking for stuff and finding? Hey, Rug! My boy Rug. Let's see. I should not even bother coming this way because I think Rug's cleared it all out. I am looking forward to the econ changes, though. I really, really am. I don't even know if I want to deal with all this garbage. Come on, come on, let's group you all up. Come on. Really? Oh, really? Are you gonna fight and hit my scorpion? Come on! Leave my scorpion alone! Stupid! Hey, Zyback, what's up, brother? Nice impression ratio you got going on there on your video, bud. That's doing really, really well. Ooh. That video and hearing that story, that I really feel bad. I mean, I don't know what those people were thinking, but either way, find appalling that people have that in them to do that to people. You don't like the clusters the same rarity? I don't mind that. I don't know. I don't have an issue with the clusters because it can be pretty nice. So if you strike a Lego, I mean, it could be a really good day for you. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out Zyback's video on YouTube, make sure you go check it out because you'll find it. You'll enjoy it. It's got some good stuff in it. A good juicy drama. I won't spoil it for you. If you're not following him, you should be following him anyway. Hey, how you doing here, Crystal? What's going on? What's going on? I heard Nice posted a video too. I haven't looked at that one, but yours pretty much told me everything I needed to know. Yeah, anything that, you know, has any kind of a scam or a whatever in it, or bad things to say about Ashes, those always get tons of views. There's a lot of, as I'm sure you've seen on your channel, on your comments, we have quite a few haters that are going around the world that really despise Ashes and everything about it. I don't know what their problem is. But yeah, there's a lot of hate. You should see some of the comments I get. You know, other than being an old boomer and stuff like that they call me. Which is not true. I'm Gen X, baby. But, hey, Kyla, how you doing? Good to see you. How's the poop farming? But yeah, they're, a lot of haters on Ashes. I get this might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I think the scam talk is over, guys. I mean, really. There is no scam. This game, we're playing the game, okay? There's no scam. You might not like the game the way it is, but guess what? It's gonna come out eventually. We don't know when, but eventually. Nice. Nice. Yeah, you believe it or not, Kala, I actually, on my Rogue Loot and Scoot, I am an apprentice farmer. I farm mini poop to do this. No, if the game is good, none of it matters. I was watching your video and I saw that you were talking about like the momentum changes and stuff like that. I don't know if it's true, but what I heard was that they put that change in because of the speed hacking on the caravans or something like that. I don't know if that's true. But yeah, that would be an annoying change to just have a blanket coverage for everything. Especially when you're so used to it in combat and finding out, oh, well, shit, can't do that anymore. Or I can't blink off a mountain and go, you know, a metric mile, whatever. That would be kind of annoying. So hopefully they kind of refine that and fix what they need to fix as far as any hacking, but also don't take away that as well. Still sad journeyman cooking. Yeah, you know, cooking is not one of those things that happens, you know, right away. A lot of those buildings are look, I'll tell you this straight up. A lot of people, oh, look at this. Oh, hang on. Here. Oh, never mind. It's got a strong ass current in here. Forget that. Trying to farm stuff with a current is a pain in the butt. You can do it, but it's a pain in the butt, and I don't want to deal with it right now. A lot of buildings kind of get shunned a little bit. That won't happen when there's more people, hopefully. But right now, this is kind of the way it is. Yeah, it's clearly not a scam. I mean, people that they just have nothing better to do with their time. And usually my first comment to them is when they come in and they start talking shit about the Ashes. It's like, dude, if you hate it so much, why are you even bother watching a video about it? Or you're not even watching the video, you're just seeing the thumbnail because you have nothing better to do with your life than come in and make a negative comment about it. I mean, dude, really, go find a girlfriend or something. You know, or find a game you like. Go play Dune or whatever. Just go away. Don't just go. Just go away. Yeah, yeah. I know you. You are a planned farmer. They reverted the. Oh, they reverted today. So you really. Oh, well, that's good. That's pretty quick action then. Yeah, I guess there was quite a bunch of people complaining about it. So I'm just happy that the gathering, the processing changes are fixed. And I don't know, have you? Zyback, if you want to get some PvP, you got to go check out the undersea in the tropics. Now I know that there's not a lot of people under there, but man, does the water look great under there. Really looks good. You're going to be able to find people from a mile away and get ready to gank them. Yeah, I could tell you were disappointed with it for sure. Ooh, there's a bluebell and I can't get it. Damn it. Hey, Sidflow. Peeper and Polar couldn't... Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. It's tough when you do a lot of PvP and then all of a sudden there's a change that directly affects it. The underwater tropics are changing, gathering up now. Oh, yeah, you can... The tropics are great. If you guys haven't checked out the tropics and explored it, it's a pretty awesome place. I'm a citizen of Seahook, by the way, which has the awesome Firebrand relic that gives us, what, 10% extra damage and 10% magical mitigation? Fuck yeah, man. That is, like, awesome. I'm really, really sad I missed that caravan fight. 4 hours it took to get that relic back. So, yeah, that was a big, big time relic. I think the Shakti was even noticeable outside. Yeah. 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 And that's where it really hits people hard when you're not even in combat and it's affecting you then. You know, Zyback, I gotta get loot, and he's pretty well geared. We're gonna have to go out and do some ganking together. Because you're gonna have to teach me how to play that rogue. Because I wouldn't say that I'm you know, very good with my rogue, but I do want to get better. He's not going to be my main because I know that guild needs, you know, other people than rogues, but I do love that play style. One of the things I want to try is, it looks like you handle tanks pretty well, and that kind of scares me because I kind of figured that tank would be like the one class that could handle a rogue. So maybe when you get a chance at some point, we'll see if you can come duel me or we'll fight or something like that. And I want to see, what would you recommend to me as a tank how to fight a rogue? Is it possible for me to beat you? Okay, so they can be good. All right, so have you maybe fought some really shitty tanks, or I saw that the acrobat works now, so I put that back on my rogue because I know for a while it wasn't working. But that's big that works. That's real big. Because you flip around them and you stabby right in the back. Has some pros and cons. Yeah, I'd have to go over look at my build. I like tanks. If they're geared, they can do some damage. I mean, they take a while to kill. What I think people should really be scared about is when the healer augment comes out for the tank and you start seeing the paladin builds. That could be kind of scary. You know, maybe they're going to be able to bless their weapon or something like that and add a little bit more damage or something like that. It could be very interesting. Your build is better against tanks and more of a glass game. Okay, that makes sense. How do you do against mages? Pretty solid against mages? It looks like you tear them up pretty easy. What if your rogue has a bane? What would be the class that you don't like to fight? Let me ask that. That might be a better question. By the way, I loved watching your videos on your fighter. Oh, hey, thanks, Inflow TV. I appreciate it. Ooh, I got 5 rubidium. Heroic. What was I gonna... Yeah, I think it was... fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. My barmaid distracted me. I was gonna say, what would be the class that that you really hate fighting? Oh, I was talking about your... Ooh, legendary. I was talking about your fighter. I used to love watching your fighter videos. Hey, Carl on Bass, how you doing? What's going on? Hey, thanks, bud. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Always like to hear good feedback. It's always nice to hear somebody say that they like the videos and said, "Ah, you suck, boomer. We don't want to hear your opinion. You can't possibly have an opinion." Bard? Yeah, bards are annoying. But can a bard still outrun you? Because I don't know. I mean, I know that they can use their flourish quite a bit, but with the teleports and stuff and the grapple that the rogue has, I don't know if they can get away. Yeah, exactly. Gen X, baby. Fuck your feelings. Yeah. That's right. Gen X. Woohoo! I don't know why people call me. You know, I had one guy coming into my channel on the YouTube and he says, nice logic, boomer, or something like that, and you wasted like 5 minutes of my life or something like that. It's like, what? So if you're old, you can't possibly have an opinion on anything. That's what you're telling me? So all the 50 years that I've lived, I've not learned anything. Come on. Crazy fast, and there's... You know, my first 2 characters were level 20, 25 bards back to back. I really liked them. They messed with them a little bit. They kept messing with them, and it was kind of annoying to me, so I stopped playing it. No, I didn't either. Well, I don't know if you... Ooh, hello. I want that. What can we get rid of? We'll get rid of this. Okay.
Welcome to the Hidden Dagger Inn Good Looking.
Hey, Fergus Clark, thank you very much. I probably just really fucked up that name. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you Cleric. I appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. You got trips. Oh, they're doing me dirty. Doing me dirty. Ooh, is that a willow? No! No, Pop! Damn it! Damn it! Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. You know, I streamed yesterday, but yesterday YouTube was having a problem. I think some cloud services are down or something like that, so it kept canceling my uploads to YouTube. So I decided to cut that stream about a little bit early. What do we got here? Do I got anything I want to get rid of for that? Yeah, we'll get rid of this, and we'll pick that, because that's worth a little bit more. Alright, we gotta go bank and sell, boys. And girls. Pronounced fixer. There you go. Alright. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that for my old dumbass. I appreciate it. You know, I grew up, you know... my hooked on phonics didn't work very well for me. What node am I in currently? I am in Halcyon right now. My home node is Seahook. Geared clerics are annoying. Yes, I 100% agree with that. They can face tank you now, but well, with the with your mana drain, you know, they're not gonna last too long. Clerics, they do. You know, people say that they don't do any damage, but I think they do more damage than a tank. What do you think? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not with slam and stuff like that in ground pound, but I don't know. They definitely can whittle me down. But rogues are necessary for clerics and bards. They have to have a hard counter. I mean, that's what the rock, paper, scissors is supposed to be about, right? Yeah, my map is covered. That way people can't come gank me and steal my legendaries. I don't want them to steal my good shit. Let's see. What do we got here? We got some legendary wordstone. We got some of that. Let's see. More epic. Look at all this good fat shit I got here. Let's see. Epic calcianite. I just started this bank today. So let's go sell the rest. Yeah, man, anybody can kill me. I'm a tank. I'm a tank and I'm old, right? So I can't possibly PvP. And I just want to let you know, if you do PvP me and you do win, you got nothing to brag about because you beat an old man. But if the old man beats you, then you should bow your head in shame because you've been beat by a quote-unquote boomer. So suck it. And then you better believe if I beat you, I'm going to go ahead and clip that, and it's going to be all over my YouTube page. Wow, how many... Yeah, I don't know if I like it. The journeyman, not only the journeyman mining, how many braidwoods and willows are spawning around the node courts. I don't know how much I like it. Mana Drain actually got... Oh, it got nerfed by 50%? What the fuck? Why would they do that? Man, I hate their stealth nerfs. I have a feeling... Do you think that they're going to be nerfing the rogue anymore? Because that's one of the reasons I got pissed at Bart, because they're always going back and messing with it. Now, I felt with the rogue... I don't really didn't feel like it needed too much of a nerf, to be honest with you. I love their movement, which is a big plus of the rogue. Their damage is not like overwhelming, over the top, up front damage like most rogues in other games are. It's just more sustained, quick attacks. But we'll see what they end up doing with it. I don't really think they need to be messed with too much, personally. You're conflicted on the number available? Yeah, it's a lot. I've just been farming around the nodes all day. I've been making bank. Cleric is running the crazy high, yeah, a lot of them are wearing like, baseline Rosarium and even better now, Our buddy in our guild, Licks, he's got a blue Deepwater Curious. He's wearing the same gear I am in a lot of cases. Until all character trees are out there, no reason to... Well, see, the thing is, I believe, Kala, that... Ooh, shiny. Willow! I believe that... One second, guys, my dog's here. I believe that all the skills, minus the augments, are in. It's going to take long. What they're going to do is they're going to be higher. So, like, the Indomitable Spirit and stuff like that is going to be a much higher level to obtain when they start adding levels. Now, augments, obviously, they're just going to change the abilities. But I think the skill trees themselves are in. I don't think we're getting new skills. Hard to say without knowing the data on the back end. Yeah, well, and I think you were the one that said it when I watched your video on YouTube about rogues. The rogues are going to have a high floor and an even higher ceiling. There are going to be a lot of bad rogues, and I completely agree with that. Now, I'm always hard on myself. I don't consider myself necessarily a bad rogue, but I'm certainly not your caliber. I watch you taking these 1-on-4s and stuff like that. I'm like, ooh, I'm glad he's a guildie. So curious, what do you think about this? We cannot currently use journeyman mining nodes for much of anything. No, not yet. I would hold on to it. If I have some good stuff, I'm not selling it because I'm an armor smith. That stuff will come up. People told me at the beginning of this phase, they're like, we're not going to be able, you know, there's none of the buildings are going to get upgraded. You know, they weren't even going to try. They weren't going to try crafting or anything like that. And look what's happening. We have 26 nodes or something like that now. And they are going up. So just be patient. We still got, what, a month and a half, 2 months left? Something like that. So, there we go. Blue. Get away from my fucking mount. Yeah, I would just stockpiling it. I sell, Cleric, I sell everything that's pretty much heroic or below. So, heroic, depending what it is, I'll keep. But other stuff, I usually just sell it, get rid of it. And I just make money. Like, just earlier today, I had literally 6 silver on this guy. So, just by circling this node cork and selling this stuff, I'm already over 5 gold. They need to do a reset. Set up all the nodes in Germany, correct? You know, one of the changes that I'd like to see, and I'd love to know your guys' feedback on this, is... Okay, well, there's 2 things. One, they need to stop having fucking winter at the beginning of fall. That's one thing. I know Steven lives in San Diego, and he has no idea what a real fucking winter looks like. So, let me tell you, Steven, it doesn't fucking snow in September. So, lose the snow in the early fall. And then I gotta put up, it's not even winter yet, and I gotta put up with another fucking 14 or 15 days of winter. Fuck that. I'm tired of looking at the snow. I live in Chicago. I don't want to be looking at snow no more. Anyway, I digress. What was the, as far as, like, one of the problems we're having, with the nodes, like the willows growing in the braidwoods and stuff like that, I think maybe they should, none of that stuff should grow. It should be, the world should be filled with tier 1 mats. So crafters can craft and stuff like that and not have to worry about it. And as time goes on in a building somewhere around the world, or maybe even just like in the node area, no, around the world. If one building goes up around the world, they should, so if the Apprentice Axe building now goes up around the world, then those nodes should start spawning around the world, and then those will be available. That would alleviate the big rush for all the, you know, the stuff that I know people enjoy, but it's just a nuisance not to be able to get trees and stuff because they're stuck in other trees, or they're not spawning for whatever reason. I think something like that might be possible. I don't know, but they need to adjust it somehow, because I don't like it the way it is. Oh, just nice talk. Say that too about the winter. Yeah, they could do less winter. You know, and his answer is probably going to be like, oh, well, just move to the desert or the tropics. You know, and I very well might do that. But I just want to give them, a reality of what winter really looks like. And, yeah, it doesn't need to be so early in fall. I know it doesn't, I know it gets to be spring a little bit early, but their whole timetables, they're on these, wannabe California timetables. I don't know what they're doing over there. But when they change the season to get Unreal crap, well, yeah. Actually, I think that they fixed that too, because there was some crashing that I was getting to desktop, and some of them were really bad. I would just literally crash, and I'd be in the middle of the water in the tropics, and all of a sudden, I come back and I'm a pile of ashes, and all my fat loots is gone. But I think that they fixed that, because I haven't had any more problems with that recently. They know copper and zinc is a bottleneck. Now, if you want, someone was talking about wanting copper and zinc, and I was talking about that also. If you want copper and zinc, definitely go check out the tropics. Go get a shoal skipper and go into the tropics, and you should find plenty of copper and zinc in there. I found 10 nodes of a cluster of 10 nodes of zinc in there, and I usually come out with full bags every time. Even staying in a town, not doing anything until it crashed. There you go. By the way, you still an Overlord, Kala? How's it going in Overlord? They still hate me for no reason over there. I don't know what I ever did to them for them to be so mean, but whatever. I hate it with that rug. Let's see. Yeah, I would definitely hold on to your stuff right now, Cleric, because I think there's going to be a lot of changes coming up soon, and you might want that stuff. Although prices have, yeah, see, like all this stuff right here, I'm just selling all this stuff. Not in a PV mindset. Oh, they let you go because you were in a PV mindset? Oh, wow. Well, that's kind of silly because guilds need players of all types, not just PvP. You're gonna need crafters. You need gatherers and stuff like that to get rid of somebody because they're not a PvP mindset. That's interesting. I don't remember them being that much of a PvP mindset, to be honest with you. Drunken Panda now? Nice. There you go. It is hard to price Journeyman, yeah, for sure. I've noticed that, for the most part, that Halcyon, Mirrorless to some extent, and Winstead are definitely more expensive than Jova and Nuela. Jova and Nuela are pretty good. Hey, Surgeon General, what's up? Dead game. Come on now, are you telling me I'm playing a dead game? Here we go, dead game talk. You know what? In a game where a few buffs might make the difference between you living and dying in a PvP match, food buffs, potions, it's all gonna play a big role. All of it. You know, scribe buffs. I wanted to do scribe this round, but when I came on and everybody was going after rubies because you needed like 80 rubies to make a guild, I decided to say fuck that because they literally wanted 10 rubies for one scroll. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm moving on to something else. Get out of here. Beat it. Scrub. Let's see. Dead test. Idiot. I'm not gonna argue with you. They got too many things going on right now that you know, with the early exploits and the speed hackings and stuff like that going on, it turned off a lot of people. The economy got ruined right away. Stevens announced that there is going to be a wipe, and we were only a little over a month in. That killed a lot of people. We got some other games out there people are playing right now with Dune, and I think Chronos Odyssey has a test coming up in a week or two. People are going to get to try out. So yeah, I can't argue with you. There's not nearly as many people playing now as we would hope that there would be. Let's just hope that on August 4th that they get those patches in that they need. Now, I will say that some of the changes they put in yesterday have really given me a little bit of enthusiasm again. And I've actually seen some people coming back from Dune already. So, it's been nice. It's been nice. By the way, guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, happy to have everyone here. If you have any questions or you just want to shoot the shit, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. That's what I'm here for. If you want to know my opinions about anything, just let me know in chat. I'll try to get you guys as soon as I see it. And thanks for coming in and taking a look. You can tell I didn't do my hair for you guys today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You guys didn't need to be blessed by all this sexy today. No. No, no. Yeah. I don't want to know how much I have invested in the game. I have a lot invested in this. More than I'd like to admit. Overlord gearing up for P3. Very large kill. Nah. Yeah, that's understandable. I don't know if you guys are in guild. And I've been in a few of them now. I've been in Overlord, I've been in Dynasty, and now I'm in Aura. I have to tell you, and now Dynasty merged in with Aura. So basically I'm still in Dynasty, but in Aura. And I gotta admit, Strixon is done a hell of a job leading. He's a really good guild leader. Hey Oracle, how you doing, buddy? Where are the tavern girls? I got a different background today, my friend. A different background today. You know, I always get some kind of complaints about the girls. You know, the latest one was that they're on a loop, and you know, it was too obvious to tell they were on loop. I made a new scene today, but for whatever reason, my NVIDIA broadcast for the last two ones I made hasn't liked it. So it's just been kind of blurry and stuff like that, not working. Get out of here! Okay, does anybody agree with me? Is it, as I said earlier in the stream, does anybody agree with me that these low-level mobs should not be so aggressive? I mean, look, they're level 9 and 10, and they're on me like white on rice. This is silly. They should be they're blue. They should be gray mobs. They should not be hostile. Did anybody here play Dark Age of Camelot? The fucking gray mobs wouldn't even touch you. They would just go away and mind their own business. But everything's got a stick up their butt here, and they want to attack me from like a mile away. Oh, Mushroom, look. He's gonna come after my mount. Dude. So what's everyone doing tonight? Anyone got any like good food? Ooh, here we go. Anyone got any good food or anything planned for that tonight? Yeah, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. Level 3 Grim attacking me and stuff. I'm like, really? I got an idea, and are you kidding me? I was just... Wow. Just about to get the Ruvidium, and a little fucking mushroom comes and disrupts me. Now he's gonna poison my mount, and my mount's probably gonna die. Watch. Let's see. He's gonna live. He's gonna live. One of the things I was thinking about making a video soon, and I wanted to get your guys' feedback, because that's what I really am here for, is a community. And do you think, how many of you, first of all, let's go with this. How many of you in chat right now played Dark Age of Camelot or Arcade at some point? Put a 1 in chat if you played Dark... Oh my god, get out of here! Put a 1 in chat if you play Dark Age of Camelot or Arcade. So I have an idea what my audience is like. I'm gonna put a 1 for me. If you did play Dark Age and or Arcade, do you think that Ashes of Creation could benefit from a honor point system or realm rank system? Because I am of the belief, look at this shit. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Get away from my mount! Oh, so annoying. Sorry guys, I'm cursing like a sailor today because these guys are making me mad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I really think that Ashes could benefit. You better not. You better not hit me. No, don't even think about it. Could benefit eventually, and I'm not saying this has to be implemented right now, but see, in Arcade, the way things worked was the world was, it had peace zones, sometimes that were always peace, sometimes that were always in war. And then, depending on the level of combat that would happen in the different zones throughout the world, the tension would rise. And as the tension rose to level 5, it would go into conflict. And when it went into conflict, you would then be able to get some honor points for a short period of time while it was in conflict. And then it would go to war. For about 3 hours, it would go to war. And then after the war, and where you would get full honor points. And then after the war would happen, then it'd go back to peacetime. Now, this was important for a few different reasons. Because not only did it allow players to get honor points, in which you could sell stuff to vendors and stuff like that, and get stuff for like enchanting, stuff like that. It would also make for times where you could run your trade packs safely. Now, because they wouldn't be able to attack you if it was in a peace zone. So they don't have any kind of thing, any peace zones or war zones necessarily like that in Ashes. But I did like the fact that when you did PvP that you got some kind of honor points. And realm ranks, of course, in Dark Age of Camelot, basically was the whole game. Having realm ranks, it gave you something to strive for. And when the game came out, you had 10 realm ranks that you could achieve, which they put in later. They didn't have it right when the game came out. And they put in later, and it gives the mouse some cheese to chase. And it's something that's important that I think. You got to give the players something to chase. If we don't have anything to chase, then what are we doing? We can't just be trying to make the next greatest gear or whatever. I mean, that's not going to be for everybody. So you got to give us something to chase. Oh boy, another mushroom. Oh, you're just going to stand there? Get out of here. Let me know what you guys think, though, if you have any thoughts on that at all. And what kind of changes do you want to see coming up next in Ashes? I mean, how many are you really stoked for the econ changes? I know I am. I'm very excited to see what they do. I do think that they need to go ahead and get things like, I don't know, dragonwood and stuff like that, the cactus. They need to make that stuff of equal value to willow and stuff like that, so people spread out in the world. Otherwise, if everybody knows that willow is more valuable than everything else, everyone's just going to stay here. And that's what they're doing now, instead of spreading out in the world. You want to see econ changes? I definitely want to see econ changes. I'm very excited to see what they do. Probably going to be a few more weeks, so it sounds like they've hit a few hiccups with it. So, as long as they get it in and get us where we can test it before Phase 3 comes out, then we should be good. But if they wait too much longer, it might be difficult. Hey, Bostilda, how you doing? I don't recognize that. You're a first-time chatter. Welcome. They haven't mentioned the econ changes are. There are a lot of items missing and resources without. Yes, very much. Lots of things missing. Did they? They did implement. Look at this, guys. In case you didn't see this, check this out. You can go to your artisan tools now, and you can take them off. I don't know if you can sell them, but you should be able to trade them to your other alts and stuff like that. So if you can take them off, I bet we can put them on the market. Let's look on the market real quick and see. Look for tools, because that is a huge change. Now I don't see any up there. Let's try to go ahead and put it up there and see if we can sell it. Let's see. Not like I want to sell it, but we're gonna put it up there. Let's see. Let's see if it lets us sell it. Sell items. Yep. Yeah, you can sell your axes. That's awesome. That is big, guys. Because all the times before you would go ahead and have to make a new item, and now this way you can pass down your old ones to you can type down your old ones to your alts and stuff like that. That's big. That's a huge change. Really, really big. No, I am very much looking forward to all the changes they're going to put in. You sold an apprentice pole? Oh, nice. Hey, you know what? If you have another apprentice pole, cleric, let me know for 3 gold. I'll buy that one from you because I need one for my girl. If you're by Halcyon. You want me to check processing? Yeah, I can look at the processing. Processing is great, man. I don't have anything to process. I'll check it when I get back. But processing, the way it works right now is they did fix it. It'll automatically detect what you have in your bag or what you have up there. And I think it goes with the highest rarity. And it puts it up there right away. So if I have like Epic Weeping Willow, it's gonna, and I click on Willow, it's gonna automatically show that I have Epic Weeping Willow. And then all you gotta do is slide the scale to put in the number that you have. No more 5, 1, 10, 20, and whatever the numbers were. That was so annoying. It was a huge quality of life change that they added yesterday. Absolutely huge. Between that, the tools, big. Big, 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 big. And that's why I'm gathering so much today, because it's been great. Yeah, no, tools absolutely would be, because there's a lot of people that are always scrambling and stuff like that, right? To go ahead and get their tools at the last minute. They don't know a building's going up. But if you know a building's going up, you can build those tools ahead of time, and you can probably make a good buck doing that. Still caps at 250. Well, yeah, that's not the best, but 250 is still pretty good. By the way, I was a little bit disappointed. I mean, I don't know why I should have been, but I grew some blackberries on my freehold today because we're trying to put up a building or two out in Seahook, and I put up 25 roots of blackberries, and they only yielded 8 each. I just didn't feel like it was worth it for the time invested. It took a long time for them to grow. I felt like I took a day for them to grow, so I don't know if I'll be doing blackberries again. Bluebells aren't a huge waste. They're pretty good. You put a root ball down, you get 8 in return. You use about 4 making them, so it's not horrible. They do need to make freeholds better, a lot better. They do need to make it where your alts can use them. You can assign some kind of value or some kind of a person to help use it, so you can, like, we don't have the family system yet, but they need to help where other players can use it, so we can all work together and maybe start creating our own little family systems. Look, I got a guy attacking me. See. Can you make cows? I have cows, but I haven't tried to put mine down yet. Let me see. You know what? Let me look. 1 second. Let me get away from this aggro here. We'll take a look. 1 second. I think I have some cows on me. Oh, look at it. Is this guy really gonna chase me? Let me log out real quick. Let's find out. Okay, let's go to loot. He's already sitting in the freehold, so we'll find out. I just got to be an apprentice farmer for that, right? For cows and stuff like that. Chickens. Let's see. There they are. Chickens, cows. Let's find out. Can I place them down? No. Doesn't look like it. Not unless there's some funky way of putting them down that I don't know about. No, it doesn't look like it. I can't right-click them or anything. Yeah, it just says requires apprentice farming to raise. Show you that I am an apprentice farmer. Processing, farming 11. Yeah, apprentice. So I should be able to use them, but oh, it says do you want to delete it? No. Yeah, sorry. No luck for me there. Yeah, I'll try to bug that report. I think I already did bug report it, but I'll bug report that again. So, who in here is, other than the econ changes, who in here is looking forward to the summoner? Are you guys hoping that we get to try the summoner before, oh, friend request. I got you, Fixer. You guys hoping we get to try the summoner before Phase 3? I think it's really important that they put that in before Phase 3. Like, at least a few weeks before, because they got to get it out of the system of a lot of people. Otherwise, if they put it in right at Phase 3, we're going to have nothing but summoners. We're not going to have any tanks. We're not going to have any clerics or bards. Yeah, it's going to be full groups of summoners, which might actually work, because they can heal and they can off-tank and stuff like that. So that could be kind of an interesting dynamic of eight summoners. But yeah, I'm gonna go on the wait and see cleric, as far as the summoner. What they were describing to me didn't sound like something I was gonna be interested in, other than the dots and, you know, the DD spells that they had. That sounds fine, but it sounded like a lot of micromanaging, and I'm not sure if that's my play style. So I was kind of hoping for like a Bone Dancer from Dark Age of Camelot, but yeah. You're a rogue and always... Oh, dude, the grappling hook, Kayla, is so awesome. I mean, that alone makes the rogue. It really does. This looks like... Can I get this? You always want to circle around the trees, guys, to make sure... Because somebody was telling me earlier that they decay or something like that, and when they start to decay, you can get them. So always kind of take a peek to see if you can. You think summoner healing will be like a bard when it's... Yeah, it very well could be. You know what? I will go out, Sinflow, and tell you that I think it's going to be a little bit better than a bard. But you're right. It shouldn't replace a cleric. Let's hope they don't go there. But let's be honest with each other, though. We know that every class that they put out is probably going to be a little bit OP at first until they get toned down a little bit. So, you know, early on they might be, and hopefully they don't replace my tank, or else I'm going to be a sad panda. I'll be all by, because what am I going to offer? My DPS? Also, there's going to be a siege summon that requires a party 8. That'd be kind of cool. That actually sounds very cool. Hey, look at that. That's nice. Epic Revidium? I should bank that, since I'm so close. We can go ahead and look at... oh, I can't put up Revidium anyway right now, because we can't do that kind of... You can't do Journeyman medals. But you know what? Let's go... We could do Wordstone, I bet. So let's go to the Stone Masonry. And let's see what... Yeah, what does a Wordstone take? It takes stone crafting, right? Mining... Yeah, stone masonry. Okay, so let's go look at the processing changes here. For those of you who haven't seen it, let's see. Let's get a little wood here real quick. Take some Western Larch. Let's put this all the way at the bottom. Look at that pretty video. That's nice. See, I'm an armor smith, so I love to see. I'm saving this stuff. All right, so let's go over here to the stone. Okay. Alright. Okay, so let's go here. Weapon mold. What can we do here? Cut gem. You can tell I haven't done much with Wordstone and stuff like that. Huh. Why Oh, you know what? Oh, they only have apprentice here. And this is all journeyman stuff, so yeah, that makes sense. Alright. I don't want to talk to you about certificates. I want to sell shit. Sell this. Sell this. Look at, I'm up to 7 gold already. That's nice. This is making good money just by doing this, guys. By the way, you're an arcane engineer. Arcane engineer looks like you're making a lot of decon kits and stuff like that. I hear that that's the way to level up arcane engineering. I'm either gonna do animal husbandry next round, or I'm gonna do scribing like I wanted to do this round. I'm leaning towards animal husbandry because I'm really looking for. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to the new hunting update and seeing the trap system and stuff like that that they come out with. I want to see how that goes. Very excited to see that. Anybody else glad it's Friday today? I will say this, over in this area, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but over in this area in Halcyon, it seems so much easier to see stuff. So the winter here doesn't bother me. But over in like Jova or Nuela, the oaks and the ashes are just all over the place. They're not spread out like this is. I think this is the way they should make the nodes look, so it's more spread out. It's much easier to find stuff out here than it is. They just have too much stuff out in Jova and Nuela. Very clustered. I mean, it's like going through a jungle. This is the first time I've actually farmed over here. I'm actually really liking it. I use those a lot for armor smithing. I decon a lot of my stuff. Is anyone else going to be going hard at launch of Phase 3? I know I will. I already got my static group formed, and I'm going to be rushing to 25 again. Because that's what I do. I love speedrunning. When we're getting ready to come up to launch, and if you guys are interested in, learning how to level up fast, stop on by, hit me up, and I'll probably make a video or two on it. I'm trying to give you guys the best advice, but there's obviously so many zones and stuff like that that are not in yet. So there's so much that's going to change, so there's no point in putting a video like that out right now. No! No! The last person on the server at 25. You were probably out PvPing everybody. Now, here's something. Do you think you should get some experience for PvPing? I kind of think you do. I think you should be able to level up in all aspects of the game. Maybe not as viable, obviously, as, questing or grinding. But I think you should get, experience from PvP just like you do from crafting. I'd have no problem with that. You teach to be going back to work. I'm a school bus driver, so I'll be going back on the 15th of August. So if it comes out in the 4th, I should be good for a few weeks. So I can go back and let the kids get me sick again. Let's see. You just kind of want to rush to 20 so you can equip the gear, honestly. You know what? I have a feeling, Sinflow, and call me silly and I'm off my rocker, but I think that they're going to be giving us a level cap increase this time. They need to give us something a little bit more then just econ changes and the summoner. We need to see some of the augment changes, because you're not supposed to get augments, I think, until you're 25. I would like to see them bring us up to at least 35, because look, we have the Jundark in the tropics in some of those areas where they have much higher level mobs, and the fact that they are behind on their the timetable for a town, which is stage 4. So assuming that that's in at phase 3 like it should be, that's going to level up the monsters even higher, meaning we're going to need to be a higher level to handle them. So yeah, I think we're going to see a level cap increase. Would you guys all be excited if you saw a level cap increase? I know I would be. I'd be very curious to see how long it takes to get to level 35. Because honestly, how many more wipes do you think that they're going to do? I mean, I'm okay with them doing as many wipes as they need. I mean, I like games like Rust, so I restart all the time. But I think that to properly test the system, and let's face it, even though I'm sweaty when it comes to leveling and stuff like that, there are other people who are even more sweaty, and we all know in the past will do anything to exploit. And those are the kind of people that we kind of need them in a way. I wish they would be more transparent about what they're doing and not abuse the system. But we need to find out what these people are doing to get that levels quick. That way, Intrepid can fix it. So the more restarts, honestly, I think the better. Every 3 months, I wouldn't actually be opposed to. Hey, Vince, how you doing? First time chatter, welcome. Could you tell me some more about speed leveling? Well, it depends on who you're with and what you're doing. I wouldn't recommend speed leveling in solo, but I mean, I guess you could. But I definitely, if you have a good group, you go ahead and do that. Do those quests early, like the Road to Jova's. Do the Surplus quest. You go ahead and I will usually get a group, go to church till about 10. Then go ahead and go to Highwayman Hills till about 12. Maybe go, if it depends if I'm on an alt or not. If I'm not on an alt, I'm starting brand new, I'll go to Highwayman Hills to 12. I'll go to Oakenbane till 15. And then I'll go to Cephalon to 18. And from that point, you can go to the Forge, and you can finish that level at the Forge, add Steel Bloom between those two. But a well thought out group is highly recommended, and you could do pretty well that way. 8 might be a little bit early for Oak. Oh, well, fuck a duck. Oh, my. Yeah, that might be a little bit early for Oakenbane. I mean, I guess it depends on how geared you are, but might be. I could see those choppers giving you a really bad day if you were to pull one. But Oakenbane is pretty good experience. I think a lot of people like to go to Cephalon because of the drops. They like that Ashen Haunt gear, which doesn't drop nearly as much as it used to. But it still drops. And they have the really good Scepter. They have some really good gear you can get over there. Part of me wants to get in some early augment. Yeah, I definitely want to get in early augment testing. And we need to see the other augments, but I am excited to try the cleric build on the tank. And I'll also try the tank build. I want to see, what that does for me. I'm already tanky enough, so. Where do you get such groups mainly? Yeah, like in our group, Vince, in our guild, we're already forming up what we call static groups. And you want to try, just like a guild, you want to try to find people that play the same hours as you do. It's not going to do you much good to find a group of people that, play till 3 o'clock in the morning if you go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. So you really want to try to find like-minded people to fill out your static. I know in my guild Aura that's what we're doing right now, because obviously we're competitive. We want to try to get the best start we can. So I would, if you're not, anybody who's not in a guild, and I'm not going to sit here and try to sell you on my guild or anybody else's. But I do think this game is very important to have a guild in, because you're missing out on a lot of content eventually by not doing it. Like those first two guilds, the first guilds that I was in, I wasn't getting to farm, you know, the world bosses and stuff like that. Or we'd get locked out of a dungeon, like the Crypt in the Jundark is a good example. Aura, before I was in Aura, in Polar, and some of the other ones were out there, and they were able to lock those areas down, and they were not only good leveling, but you were getting great items like the Hawkbow drops and stuff like that. So smaller guilds didn't have a chance to do that because they couldn't PvP and beat those guys. They didn't have the numbers. So it really depends on what you want to get out of a guild. But either way, I really recommend you being part of a guild. And just go to the Discord, on Ash's Discord, and they have a guild recruitment, and they'll put up, the guilds will put up kind of what they're about in a nutshell and what they're looking for. And you just kind of interview them. You find one that fits you, your play style, and you roll with that. Loktar, Okar. Would I be interested in joining you on a surplus token quest? Maybe at some point, not at the moment, but yeah, maybe at some point. I actually want to see if they change that. I will say this, guys. I am looking to make more videos about some of the quests, and I hear they've been sneakily adding some quests in. So if you guys find a really good quest line that you think is worthy of a video, you let me know. And then you can let me know about it, because I want to start getting some more of those videos up on some good quests. My plunder quest video lasted about 2 days before they made a change, so it was kind of a bummer. But I actually I'm not a quester at heart. I like grinding. But I am interested, because I remember in Alpha 1, the quests that they had were pretty involved and pretty intricate. And I don't like to read, and I actually had to read these quests to make sure I knew what I was doing. Otherwise, you'd be lost if you didn't. Oh, you got 100 bags. Nice. Now, I know that I know that they have some cool quests out by Carfin, but there's one of its there's like a quest item near like the cookhouse in Nika Bray or something like that. You get it from killing a mob out there, and that starts the quest out in Carfin. So make sure you're right clicking on those items that drop, like the stringy wolf meat and stuff like that, because they are adding some quests in. You don't see the guild? Let me see if I can pull it up for you here in a second, buddy. Let's see. What is this? 1 second, I'm getting hit by one. Die. Die. Come on, die. Leave my mount alone. What did he ever do to you? It's bad enough he's a horse. Come on. He's a swayback. You're probably going to kill him. All right. Oh, really? Another one? Oh, good Lord. Alright, let me see. Let me pull this up for you here, buddy. And let's see. Let's put this on screen. Ashes. By the way, if you guys, you can always feel free to jump on my Discord here. If you guys want to talk, it's the Hidden Dagger, and obviously you can find the link, I think, in the About section here or on the YouTube channel. Okay, so we go here in Guild Recruitment. Here it is, right here. NA OCE Guild Recruitment. And you can see right here, yeah, Atraxia, they have all kinds of stuff. So go ahead and try that, my friend, and hopefully that helps. And find a guild that fits you, you know, whatever time zone you're in, whether you be EU or NA or whatever. Welcome to the channel, guys. Glad to have everybody here. I appreciate you stopping in. If you like what you see, go ahead and throw a follow. I would appreciate it. I just started streaming again about 2 weeks ago. Took a long break. Just was focusing on my YouTube channel. But I am definitely going to be putting more effort into this now. Along with the YouTube channel. But now that the YouTube channel is where I want it to be, yeah, I got to start focusing on my Twitch. You don't see it on the Discord? That's odd. That's very odd. What do you see on your Discord? Oh wait, are you in the game? Do you have alpha access events? I probably should ask that first. Because I think you might only get those channels if you have alpha access. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Anybody in here who doesn't have alpha access, do you have those channels? Do you have guild recruitment channels? Okay. Maybe someone else in here can see something that I'm doing wrong and help you out with that. Because you should be seeing it. Do you have it? You know what? I think there's some... Let me look here real quick. I think there's some windows, some tab. Make sure that there's like a tab that you don't have closed. Yeah, see, like, I think there's little tabs, I think, that you can... Yeah, see these little arrows right here? Make sure you don't have those closed. Mess around with those little tabs right here. And make sure you don't have that closed, because it's possible it's there and you're just missing it. Nothing after voice. That's weird. Maybe send Margaret a message and find out why. Because you definitely should have access to them. Now, I do know on their Ash's official forums, they do have guild recruitment also. Or at least they used to. I haven't been on their official forums in a while. But at least they should. But yeah, there's definitely lots of guilds out there. I mean, what kind of a guild are you looking for? And I mean, do you want to role play? Are you a role player? Do you like dwarves? If you do, I'd say go to Dunehold. If you like PvP, definitely would recommend groups like Aura, or, you know, I don't want to say I'm going to recommend Federation, but they're a big guild. If you like exploits, I'd go to old Envious, but they're no longer around anymore. You see it above voice? Okay, thank you, Oracle. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of good guilds. And there's going to be a lot of new ones popping up for Phase 3, too. And it's always good to get... It can always be beneficial to get in with a new guild, too. But know this, a lot of guilds, it's a lot of work. And we've already watched a lot of good guilds disband or merge. So, because this game really is dependent to do the content... At the moment, it's really dependent on having a large guild. So, know that. So, you can always, if they make it easier, sure, you can always, you know, go to a smaller guild. But right now, I would recommend going to a larger guild to be able to experience more of the content. But that's just... Federation is pretty casual. Yeah, I don't know too much about Federation. Other, you know, I've had a few run-ins with a few of them that I don't care for. But that's any guild. I do know I've had some friends that I've played with in Dynasty that ended up going to Federation, which I really miss. So I know that they do have good people over there. Thank you, good sir. Overlord had an influx of people from different guilds. Once they had a chef, I was out. Lol. Did Rue stay, by the way, Kayla, or did he leave? Yeah, I actually met I met someone from Federation the other day, and I forget what his name was. He was really cool, though. He went out and farmed with me. He farmed with me the Hawkbow out there. Nice guy. So, yeah, I have met some nice people from there. But he didn't play. Probably playing Final Fantasy or something like that. How am I? Ooh, I'm starting to get kind of full here, guys. There's definitely more people farming right now because I'm not getting as much stuff right now. Get out of here. Get out of here. Look at it. They just take a beeline right from my mount. I don't know what it is. Leave my mount alone. Please, Stephen, I beg you, make that change with these low-level mobs. Don't bother me. Gonna come back to life here in probably a second. Did you end up finding it, Vince? Any luck, buddy? Oh my goodness. You know, and now that these mobs knock you off of the mine, now it's bad enough people leash mobs to you. Now all you're going to do is see people leashing you to a resource that they're trying to get. And you're not going to be able to get it. You guys want to see my puppy? My puppy, she's sound asleep. Let's see my puppy. Yeah, come here. Freya. Say hi, Freya. She's sleeping on her beanbag. Sorry, Mom. I neglected you. That's my baby. She's my 6-month-old baby. He's one of the other reasons I haven't been streaming a lot, too. Because I've been taking care of her. Real handful. Oh, jeez. Look at all these. Yeah, yeah. I love Zyback's videos. He's entertaining, and he's in the same guild as I am. So, good guy. Good guy. Really good content. Loves to PvP, that's for sure. I love the PvP. But I do enjoy going out and gathering and crafting and stuff like that too. I like to do it all, I guess. He's still lurking, boys. Come here, you. And it also, when I joined, we also have the copium clinic. Dr. Burns is in our guild as well, and I don't know if you've watched Dr. Burns' videos. He's also very not only is he a doctor in real life, he's a very talented content creator. Really puts out thoughtful videos. A lot of work goes into each one of his videos. So if you haven't followed him, and if you like animal husbandry especially, go watch one. He's got an animal husbandry video on there about the potential breeding system that they have. It's just really good, just really well thought out stuff that I would never think of in a million years. Just really good. So if you haven't followed him, check him out. Also, Zyback and I are both in his latest season of Bespoke, so make sure you go check that out. You see it now? Great, great. Oh, you had your... Oh, okay. Awesome. Glad you found it. Yeah, give that a look, Vince, and I bet you will find somebody that appeals to you, that you'll want to go ahead and, you know, give a shot. Oh. I won't be mean. I'll be nice. Let's see. Oh, you can clear these animals for you. How about that? Come on. Do I think EU people are going to play NA servers? I think that there will be some. I mean, we have some EU people in our guild that I think are planning on playing NA. I don't think the ping will be too horrible for EU players. But I don't know. I guess it just depends on how many EU players there are. I mean, if there's a lot of EU players, I would think that they'd probably stay EU. But I don't know. I shouldn't say this, but I'm kind of hoping that they region lock, you know, keep the oceanic and stuff like that. I don't know if I want a large, you know, influx of, like, you know, Asian countries coming over to NA servers. I don't know. I don't know if it has a detriment to our ping, but it messes up. I don't know. I just don't like it. I think that they should all be on their own servers. The servers where that's in their region. Because I know they're doing regional pricing. So I think that they might be doing region locking too. Because like say Brazilian servers, I think they're getting their own pricing for the game, for the subs. So if you choose, I think if you choose that pricing for sub, then you have to stay on the servers. If you choose NA pricing, then obviously you can come to the NA. But yeah, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I just don't want to see a bunch of farmers on that. There's nothing more that pisses me off than watching, you know, all the gatherables and stuff like that getting swiped up by gold bots and stuff like that. Drives me nuts. You're gonna make a fast tide snapper, Chocobo. I have the shoal skipper, by the way, and I don't know if you guys got here late or not. You might have. If you guys have not checked out the water, go check out the water, especially in the tropics. So beautiful. You can see so far now. It's just awesome. Just beautiful. They're doing a great job with the water. You think EU people? Yeah. Hey, Zwar, how you doing? Another first-time chatter. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the channel. How do you have journeyman mining pick when there are no journeyman stations? Yeah, there's a journeyman mining pick. That's how you get. Yeah, we had that a few days ago. Where did I get that? I think I got it here in. I think I got it here in. Did I get it here in Halsey? Yeah, I think it's here in Halsey. Yeah, there's absolutely journeyman mining. Now, journeyman, the only ones that aren't up right now, journeyman, are journeyman sickle and journeyman axe. Those are not up yet. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Clark. Question, why are you not in the guild Aura? I think the actual Aura guild is full, and this is where they're putting the people who want a PvP in Aura 69. Right now we have 76 members in this one. We're guild rank 4.5 right now. So we're adding more and more members. We're getting rid of some of the smaller alt guilds like Oratism and stuff like that. Yeah, no problem, bud. Yeah, happy to help. Yeah, you gotta... It's tough to keep track of the node buildings that are going up. You kind of gotta ask around in global and really pay attention. I think if you go in and if you talk to the guards in the nodes, they'll tell you what's being built. So, yeah, that makes sense, Iback. The higher activity guild, yeah. So the guards will tell you what's being worked on, I believe, if you talk to them. But you got to kind of stay up on it. Full max guild, I believe, yes, is 300 Vince. We do need a journeyman lumbrax. I heard today that it is going somewhere. I forget where it's going to be down. Probably won't be ready for about a week or so. I hear that the journeyman hunting bow building is about ready to be placed. So if you're not journeyman and hunting, you'll want to go ahead and get that soon. Esmeralda, thank you. Self-reporting is unreliable. You're always on. What are you talking about, man? It's tough, though. You know, I really wish that they did in May 1st go to the 7 days a week, but there is a part of me that is kind of thankful that they didn't, because I need that 2 days to get the content stuff done. Now, Zyback, you have far more subscribers than I do, so I watched your channel, and wow, you've got a lot of videos, bro. I mean, a lot. You've been doing this for a long time, and so you probably got video editing down to a fine science and get things put out pretty quick. But I'm still getting there. Like, some of my videos, they could take me 8 hours to put together. Some of them 2 to 4, but some of them it can take a while. Yeah, that's a long time. I've been debating. Did you start off with just one game, Zyback? I've been debating whether being a Soul Ashes of Creation content creator is a good thing or not. You know, I see that you tried a lot of different games, and sometimes I wonder if that might be the better way to go. Maybe I'm pigeonholing myself. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. That's definitely a great assessment. You start off with WoW. Well, WoW had a nice following for sure. Yeah. No, Zyback gets his videos out pretty quick. He's Richie SH is really good at getting videos out quick too. He can get his, you know, his face up there real quick. And look at this. Look at all these skeletons. It just depends, I guess, what kind of video. If I'm putting my face up there or something like that, it's not too bad. But if I'm actually putting up video footage and stuff like that and effects, it takes a little bit longer. But sometimes just putting up the face format works pretty well, if you're just trying to pump out a quick video. Yeah. Are you going to be checking out Chronos Odyssey, Zyback? And did you go over to Dune and check that out? Or are you much of a survival? I don't care what they say. That's not an MMO. Dune is not an MMO. Dune is a freaking survival game. Nobody will be able to tell me different. Doing the same niche is easier? Yeah. Becoming a slave to the game? Yeah. There are WoW YouTubers who cannot do anything else other than WoW.
Welcome to the Hidden Dagger and good looking.
Oh, thanks, Vince. I appreciate it, buddy. Welcome to the channel. There are, yeah, I mean, this game's not even out yet. I know it's gonna come out, and I have high hopes for it, and I think I'm gonna be playing it for a long time. But I do sometimes wonder, and their content creation program is still not out. I just wonder if sometimes I'm just hindering myself by not trying some other games. Because I want to continue doing content creation for when I retire. So, because I enjoy it. It's relaxing for me. I enjoy the nice comments and the nice people that have something positive to say. There's not a lot right now. I mean, I was a huge ArcAge fan, but I do not like the direction of ArcAge 2, whatever they want to call it. It's not for me. I'm not a big PvEer. I'm not really sure how I feel about Chronos Odyssey yet. The PvP didn't look very great, but I'm open to looking at new things. I don't know how much I'll put into it, but at least while Ashes is an alpha state, I might take a peek at some other stuff. And I do like survival games. I really enjoy Conan Exiles, 7 Days to Die. I'm a big Rust player. So I love those kind of games. You think he may have been broke this person? Yeah, I don't know how. Well, you haven't gotten somebody calling you a boomer yet, because if I'm gonna guess, if I had to look at you, you're somewhere in your early 30s. Am I wrong with that one? I'd say early 30s. I hope I'm not aging you, but I'd say early 30s. But me, you know, since I'm a Gen X, hey, you know, 32. There you go. You know, you don't have to, you know, have no hair. They have surgery now where you can get over, I think, in Turkey for like $3,000 and get your hair back, and it works. So if I was younger, I would go get a full head of hair back. You know, my hairline's receding and stuff like that, and I got a thin spot in the back, but I do have a lot more than my brother and my dad. But yeah, you could get your hair back. Don't suffer, man, if you like your hair. You've been told to stay out. There you go. Okay. Hey, whatever the wife says, you got to go with it. If she loves you that way, then you're good to go. It's just part of life, and that's the way I look at it. It's just part of life, you know. Just part of life. My dad always tells me that bald is beautiful. I bet my hair is a lot grayer than yours, though. My kids did that to me. My kids and my animals. It's damn near almost white now. So are there any games you're looking at playing in the future, or right now you just kind of, do you stick to only MMOs, or do you ever go to like survival games or anything like that? Yeah, exactly, Vince. Dune is not an MMO. No. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, during the downtime, I tried to install the demo of Dune, and it like borked my computer. It ruined my drivers. I had to reinstall the old drivers. I had to fully reinstall Ashes of Creation. I couldn't even get Ashes of Creation to load up. Yeah, it was horrible. I'm never installing that game again. You play Marvel Rivals? Splitgate 2. I haven't heard of that one. What's the longest you've played an MMO for, Zyvac? You know, there are people that have played MMOs for 20 plus years and are still playing like Ultima Online, which is the game I first started, my first MMO. I've never done that, but I've always kind of been jealous of somebody that's been able to do that. Make a name for yourself. Yeah, maybe I feel like if I played this game for 20 years and I finally kick off and croak in 70s or whatever, maybe somebody will do a realm run for me when I die. It'd be like my own little in-game funeral. You know? Who knows? That's kind of sick to think about, but we actually did that stuff for people in Dark Age of Camelot and stuff, out of respect. Lol. His goated beard. Oh God, don't say that if Ashes flops. That's that's a horrible thing to think about. But, you know, what would you think would be the main reason that if Ashes were to flop, what would it be? Would it be that it's too niche? You think that maybe the mechanics are just too hardcore, you think, in a lot of instances? And his unwillingness to be a little bit more flexible as a casual player, is that why? You play Dark Age of Camelot? Alright, my man! I played on K server as well. I also, what was I on K? I played on a lot of different servers. I think I was Midgard on K. I had a stealther on all different realms. I first started off on Nimue with Hibernia. Oh, look at these guys! Get away from my mouth! Yeah, it was a Lurkeen stealther on Nimue. Then I went to... Hay was either... I might have done... K was Midgard, I think. I had a Shadowblade on Midgard, and I forget where my Infiltrator was. But man, I loved that game. I loved that game, and I really, really hope that they put in some kind of realm rank system and some kind of a Darkness Falls mechanic to do that. No, I would love it if they'd add like a class in this game like the Troll. I have not seen any other game put a class in like the Troll. When people think of the class Troll or race Troll, they think of like the World of Warcraft Troll, you know, and that to me is nothing like the Troll that I know. You think it will flop if people play it like existing MMOs? The time to fun ratio of people log in and consistently have nothing compelling. Yeah, and that's one of the points that I was trying to make earlier. Why I believe that they need some kind of honor point system or realm rank system, because you need to give the mouse some cheese to chase. If we don't have anything to chase, then what are people going to play for? You know, they're just going to keep on trying to get the artifact or something like that. The one artifact out there that's there. I don't know. They need to have something for people to go after. Oh man, I love the fact that you're a DAOC player. I search for those people. That was the Zyback. I don't know if you ever played Dark Age of Camelot. That one might have been a little bit before your time. You might have been a little bit young when that came out. Best PvP game ever. I don't think there'll ever be a better one. They killed my mount, didn't they? They did. Son of a bitch. I did play Eden private server. I think I don't have it installed right now. I did play it. I gotta be honest with you. I couldn't get back into it. I wish I could. I just couldn't. The UI and stuff like that was just too bad for me. I'm just too spoiled now. You know, I loved games like Warhammer Online. I had like a 72 renown rank Witch Elf on Warhammer Online. I ran the guild Dusk Till Dawn and the Retribution Alliance for 10 years. Yeah, those were good times. But EA ruined Warhammer Online. Yeah, Cleric, you missed the AOC. Oh man, that was a game. I did also Ultima Online first. But man, DAOC, that was one not to miss. Now, I'm kind of sad I missed out on Lineage too. Sounds like that was a pretty good one. So I guess at some point we need to kind of pick our own poison and what we decide to go with. And I was also a latecomer to Arcage. And that's why for people who were on the fence about getting in a game early, like Alpha for Ashes of Creation, I did it I was in early on Warhammer Online. I was in early for this one and Guild Wars 2. And I can tell you, especially if you're planning a run a guild or something like that, getting in here and getting the knowledge, especially in a scope of a game that's going to be so big. Hi, puppy. Like Ashes of Creation. You want to get in here and get as much knowledge as you can. Get to know the community as much as you can. it's a huge advantage at launch. Very huge advantage. So those who want to be competitive, if you're on the fence, I highly recommend getting it. Whether it's in a state right now that you want to come in, it just depends on you. I would just come into it as a learning experience, even though some things are going to change. But if you're the kind of person that'll peter out quick, then I wouldn't recommend it. So it's all up to you in the long run. Depends on what kind of type of player you are. You already heard people don't want to play it because they don't have the same level in game. Well, see, that's the problem, Oracle. This game is not like WoW. It never will be like WoW, and I don't want it to be like WoW. WoW is a casual-based game, and I don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of filthy casuals. To be honest with you, I want people who enjoy PvP, and even if they enjoy crafting or whatever, that's fine too. But don't. The PvPers are the one that's going to save your node. So, hey, what's up, Light? How you doing? You know, the PvPers are the one that's going to save your node from you having to relocate. So you should have some love for them. And the PvPers will also be looking to the crafters to help benefit them as well. So it's a community. We work together. DOC is pretty legendary, Cleric. It absolutely is. And I hope that Ashes can take some... Now, I know Bill Jacobs is a big fan of Dark Age of Camelot. I'm hoping that they can take some stuff out of there. Because I do believe that Dark Age Camelot had a lot of good systems. And that could be used. So, I know it's early. Maybe they can't do it just yet. But I hope they look into it. I really do. The Eden private DAO server was really good. However, I didn't like the seasons. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that they wiped every year. That's good, but that's good and bad. But in a game like Dark Age of Camelot, I would say that that's bad because you know, did they still have like realm? I think it went up to like realm rank like 14 or something, right? So that's a lot of time and effort. You'd never be able to achieve that if they're wiping every year. So that kind of take the wind out of my sails a little bit. I'm hoping that they put a class in like the Shaman from Dark Age of Camelot, and I was kind of hoping that the Necromancer would have been, or the Summoner would have been like the Necromancer from Dark Age, but it doesn't sound like that's going to be the case. Money have I made today? I started at 6 silver earlier today, and just by harvesting them up to almost 9 gold. That's not bad. No, but there's a lot people can learn from games that pass. I mean, MMOs all the time steal ideas that have been successful from other games, and like I've put in some of my videos on YouTube before. You know, I feel like Ashes with the Guild Experience Caravan, I feel like they're reinventing the wheel a little bit. You know, I think guilds should get experience from everybody participating in their guild. Whatever you're doing, whether it be XPing, killing monsters, or crafting, processing, gathering, PvP, maybe even give a little bit of experience. All that stuff should combine. If they want to, like, supplement it, and add the guild trophies in to do that, get some extra, that's cool. But I just don't like the idea of having to pretty much the bulk of your experience is coming from the lawless trophies in running the commodities caravans. Realm rank 14, yeah, no cataclash. Well, that's probably good. You know, I gotta admit, Dark Age started to go downhill when they put in Trials of Atlantis. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of botched that one up. It was better. The classic was definitely better. I've done good with old school PvP. Yeah, I don't think I would like the seasons options. Seasons is seasons, I guess, in a way is fine. Like when I'm in like Rust or something like that. If I know it's a 2-week wipe or a 1-month wipe, I'm okay with that. In that game, it almost needs it. But in Dark Age of Camelot, when you have a realm rank system and you're benefiting from... Ooh, I almost passed up the Rubidium. When you're benefiting from that, no, it's not the way to go. By the way, guys, I just realized it's a little bit over 2 hours today, and I'm getting kind of hungry for dinner, and I got to make my son dinner. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't followed me yet, make sure you follow me so you can catch me the next time I come on. I'll be on tomorrow, most likely. And thanks for all the first-time chatters and all the chat today. I love talking to you guys. Everyone have a wonderful Friday. If you want to hit me up sometime, come check me out in my Discord. You can find me all the time on Peon or my Rogue Loot and Scoot. And everyone have a wonderful